For the 100% cheapest coins on the internet with reliable delivery and quick customer support, check out my sponsor MMOEXP by clicking the link at the top of the description and use code SWIFT at checkout for 5% off. Salsa family, and today I'm coming back at you guys with another Madden 21 video on the channel, and in today's video we are going to be going over the best solos you guys need to be playing. Now, I've done a video similar to this in the past, but new solos have come into the game as well as some changes to my ranking. So as you guys know, we have the S tier, the A tier, and the B tier for solos that I'll be going over in today's video. Now, as we get into this one, I want to quickly thank you guys so very much. Almost a year ago today we hit 50k, and the fact that we're over 100 is absolutely insane, so thank you guys so much. And honestly, the community that we have on this channel is just so amazing. Like, I appreciate you guys so much, and let's get into the video. Yay! So let's start it off in the S tier of solos, and the S tier is the highest tier. This is the no excuses tier. If you have not played these solos, you're doing something wrong, man, and let's get into sequence number one. And now sequence number one has gotta be the NFL draft solos for me. As you guys can see right here, the NFL draft solos are very tedious. There's 120 challenges, but if you guys complete all 112 challenges, you are gonna get yourself 299 overall players for free. Now, the first 99 is gonna come from your milestones. As you guys can see, if you get full stars on all the solos, which really isn't that hard, you're gonna get yourself a 99 overall draft player pack. This is gonna give you a random 99 in the game that's from the draft promo. It's honestly a really exciting pack to open up, and you guys can see you get this for free for playing the solos. And now additionally, as you guys grind through here, tier number one, or kind of sequence number one, is gonna give you a 97, tier number two gives you another 97, and then tier number three gives you a 95. Now add all those players up, and you can complete any 99 overall draft player set in the game, including 99 overall Deion Sanders, who in my opinion is one of the best players in this game, and you can get him for free by using these not players that you get from the sequences, so you get 2 free 99s. The solos are a bit of a grind. My recommendation is maybe play like 20 challenges in a day, and eventually you'll be through these, or 10 challenges, however much time you have. Divide it up, don't go through all of it in one day, unless you really want to, but this sequence right here is a must in the S tier. Now, the next sequence that I'm going to be putting in the S tier, or we're going to be keeping in the S tier right here, are going to be the free agency solos. Now, these free agency challenges, they are not very hard. 25 solos, and you're gonna be able to get yourself any one of the 97 overall free agency players. I actually went ahead and selected William Jackson, and William Jackson is an end game corner, man. That guy has 99 speed, 99 excel when you power him up. He gets up to 99 man. I believe he gets to close to 99 zone as well. So the card is absolutely fire, and that's the only reason why I actually have this set of solos on the S tier. It's because of the rewards you get. The William Jackson is so much better than any of the 96s, and if you power the card up, which isn't very expensive right now, because power up is cheap, all the pieces are cheap, you get an end game corner. Whether you have a lower overall team and you need a new 99 overall starter, or maybe you've got a higher overall team like a 97, a 98, and you might be looking to pick up like that cornerback 3 or cornerback 4, William Jackson will be really well suited in really any role on your team. And these solos, like I said before, they were not very hard to do if I remember correctly. You don't even need to play all the challenges. All you need is 100 stars for the reward. Now, the final set of solos we're going to be putting in the S tier are going to be our rivalz challenges. Now, depending on where you guys are within the rivalz could be an S tier, or they could be a set of solos you don't really need to do. If you guys have played over 50% of the rivalz challenges, so that's rivalz, rivalz 2, and rivalz finals combined, if you have over 50% of the stars in these challenges, I would say go for it. Grind through the rest of the solos, because the pack that you get when you complete all the challenges is very fun to open up. It is a fantasy pack allowing you to select one of 5 random 97s, and you guys can very easily pick up a 97 that's going to start on your team, whether that be a depth position like wide receiver or corner, or you maybe pick up a player that ends up being really good, because there's some nice 97s in there you can select from. You're going to be able to get a nice player from these solos. They're a fun sequence to do, and they're really mindless challenges. The rivalz solos and the rivalz 2, they're very, very easy to do. You guys can easily knock out like 50 to 100 stars in a day on the rivalz and rivalz 2, and then rivalz final is a one-day thing as well. All you need is 25 stars, so those are my 3 set of solos in the S tier. Now, moving on, let's get into the B tier, and these solos have actually moved down into the B tier for reasons I'll explain a little bit later. Let's start it off with our Team of the Year challenges. Now, for the Team of the Year challenges, alright, Madden. Now, as I was saying with the Team of the Year solos, before Madden absolutely crashed on me, the reason why these solos are down a tier is because of the hardness of doing them and the reward that you're gonna get. The rewards from these solos, I don't want to say that they're irrelevant cards, but a lot of the players in here really aren't as good as they once were, and you actually can't select any of the players. You're gonna get a random 95, or sorry, a random offensive and defensive player, and you get to select one of them. So there's not that many really good players in here. Obviously, the offensive linemen are good, but if you get someone like Russell Wilson, it's just not going to help your team out that much. Obviously, the Jamal Adams card is pretty good, the Darren Waller card is pretty good, and the offensive linemen are solid, but otherwise, I don't think these solos are 100% worth your time. Obviously, they're still in the A tier, so if you want to play these solos, by all means, do it. I did these solos, and I mean, you're still getting a solid reward from them, but if you're starting the game today, I would start with the S tier solos, and then once you do those and you want to progress, that's when you go into the A tier challenges, and the Team of the Year are solid A tier solos. They give you a pretty good reward. They're just a little bit time consuming, and the player you get isn't that amazing. And now another set of solos in the A tier are going to be our weekly 50 challenges. Now, for very similar reasons as the Team of the Year solos, these solos are down one tier. Now, there's two other reasons as to why I did this. The solos are very, very challenging. We talked about that before, and the players, they aren't as irrelevant as potentially some of those Team of the Year cards are, but the players are getting upgraded very soon. So Deion Sanders as an example, Deion Sanders did just get a 99, so if you took his 96, it's almost like that card is a little bit irrelevant because you could get the 99 for free by using one of the solo methods that I showed you guys earlier, and the Deion Sanders isn't that good. The only other player that I think is really, really notable from the 50 and still is a good card in this game is Lawrence Taylor, but Lawrence Taylor, again, he should be getting an upgrade very soon, so these players, they're becoming a little bit more relevant. Same with the Team of the Year cards. As you guys know, Jamal Adams got an upgrade, and some of the other cards in there have gotten upgrades as well, so I would personally say that the weekly 50 solos are good. Don't get me wrong, they take a while, they give you a good reward, but they're not S tier solos. They've moved down into the A tier for me. Now, additionally, we're gonna put our Black History Month solos in the A tier. The reason for that is because they are so damn fast. They really don't take any time at all. I think it only takes you guys like 30 minutes to play through all these. It's free training or a depth player, so they'll stay in the A tier for me, but the solos really don't take you that long. If you want something to do for like 30 minutes in Madden for some free training, go on ahead and do these solos. They're not gonna take you more than 30 minutes. You get a bunch of free players, and then you get a 95 overall. You can quick sell all those cards and make a solid amount of training. Okay, so let's move on to the B tier. This is a tier of solos that I would probably recommend you guys do as well. I would recommend you guys play all the solos that I have mentioned, but if you don't want to play any of them, then I would start with not playing these solos in the B tier. So let's start it off with our level up challenges. Now, the reason why the level up challenges really aren't my favorite is because of the Andre Johnson. Andre Johnson, I mean, he's a solid receiver when you get him up to a 99, but he's really not as good as some of those other players in this game. So really, any receiver coming out in the last month or so has been better than Andre Johnson. Take a look at Julio Jones. Even Marvin Harrison, for example, has been better, and Isaac Bruce. Obviously, Calvin Johnson, all these golden ticket receivers. Those receivers are all going to be a little bit better, in my opinion, than the Andre Johnson, but these solos are so damn easy. So if you guys want to hop in here, I mean, and play through these solos, they're not going to take you very long. You'll get some solid coins from the level up challenges, so that's why they're solid. They do actually give you a solid amount of coin rewards. It's just that the overall goal of the challenges, which is to upgrade your Andre Johnson, it's not that good because Andre isn't that amazing of a card. Now, finally, moving on to my final set of solos in the B tier, we are going to go into Team Affinity, and within the Team Affinity section, my recommendation is to find a player that you like before doing any of these solos. So within these sequences, there's a lot of ways to get free players. You can get 89s, 92s, 95s, I believe 96s, set pieces to some of the Team of the Year cards. There is a whole bunch of stuff you guys can get in here. I believe Team of the Year players as well. So a lot of different stuff you guys can get from these solos. It just comes down to whether you guys want to grind for them or not. That's why I put them in the B tier. Make your selection based on a specific player that you want for free, and if you want to grind through these, you absolutely can. Otherwise, I wouldn't really recommend the Superstar MVPs, the Legend, really any of the stuff that I didn't talk about, you don't want to play. In particular, the all-rookie solos, worst solos in the game, full game challenges, screw EA for releasing those, but those are going to be my 3 tiers of challenges. The S tier, which is like the you have to play this tier, the A tier, which is probably worth your time and still going to give you solid players, and then the B tier, which is optional solos if you want to continue. I'm going to continue grinding the game. I've played all the solos in S, A, and B, so just to put that in perspective, you guys can definitely play all that, and it will help your team out a ton. Like, I'm a 98 overall, all no money spent, and solo challenges is a great way to help build your team. The solos have been great for me throughout the year, and yeah, that's what I wanted to talk about in today's video, boys. Hope you guys have enjoyed this one. If you did, scroll down and leave a like. Hopefully it helped you out if you're a little bit newer to the game, and of course, if you're newer to the game, I do post videos every single day, kind of similar to this, showing you ways to make coins, ways to upgrade your team, some gameplays occasionally. So if you like the sound of that, hit that sub button as well, and until next time, boys, I'm out. Have a great rest of your day. Peace.
So,